Hello, I'm Natasha. Being part of the Peer into the Future programme has been a fantastic opportunity for me. The schedule of events that have been put together by the programme have been both varied and interesting. One of the things that I personally found particularly interesting was the opportunity to liaise and hear from senior HR leaders in the field. Not only to hear their current practice, but also to hear their experiences and the opportunities and challenges they faced along the way as they developed their career until they got to where they are today. I think if I was to think about the thing that I found most crucial about the programme would be the networking opportunities, the ability to network with my fellow HR peers and to learn and share experiences with them. My cohort has been a really interesting, exciting, creative bunch of individuals, and I personally have found the opportunity to share my journey with them a real pleasure. Of course, I think that our cohort has experienced something that others haven't. Having the coronavirus pandemic hit, it has been invaluable to be part of the Peer into the Future programme cohort group because we have been able to share not only ideas and responses to the pandemic, but also to think about the emerging issues that are coming out of it, how we're supporting our workforce, how we're dealing with things that we're facing. And of course, I think it's fair to say that the situation has been both fluid, rapid, and required immediate response. I think that one of the things that I found most useful has been the wellbeing support, the opportunity to be able to lean on one another and to just have that opportunity to share our thoughts and feelings about the unprecedented situations that we're facing and how we're going to respond, not only individually for our organisation, but as a profession as well, to help and support our workforces through these really challenging times. The whole premise of the Peer into the Future programme has been about personal development, and taking part has enabled me to not only learn some new skills, but also to reignite some interest into some other areas that maybe I haven't given particularly focus to in recent years. Allowing me to take part in the programme has enabled me to be able to take a step back, have the space to think about my career, my opportunities that are in front of me, the things that I've done today, the highlights that I've made. But I think particularly for me has also been the ability to think outside the box, to think outside of the norm and what I might think would be the opportunities for my future going forward. The programme itself, while supporting my personal development, has also given me that feeling of just reigniting that passion and enthusiasm I have for my profession. An interesting profession that I think we'd all share it is. I think sometimes we can all get bogged down with the day-to-day work and not take that moment to think about the interesting stuff and the future that we've got ahead of us. I think personally that the landscape in front of us is going to look very different, and it's going to look very different for a lot of sectors. I personally believe that this affords us a lot more opportunities to look at different ways and different operating styles as we go forward. I personally have a particularly keen interest in how we can start to build upon the public and private partnerships that are already in place in the public sector, realising that the size and breadth of the public sector will enable us and afford us the ability to create economies of scales, have collaborative working relationships, and really ensure that we get the best deal for our customers and our residents as we go forward. I'm particularly interested to see how, as we go forward and we evolve as organisations, that we ensure that we keep our customers and residents at the heart of everything we do. In saying that as well, I think it's also a vested responsibility on all us HR leaders to ensure that organisations acknowledge and remember what their most important asset is, the resources that they have, and that clearly is the people that work for them. My journey is an active one, a live one, and a continuous one. and in one in which I hope to keep learning and improving and ensuring the shadow that I cast is one where the impacts that I make leave positive outcomes for everyone. A big thank you to both the facilitators and the contributors of the Peer into the Future programme. I've really enjoyed the opportunity, and the support that you've given has been amazing. What can I say? Watch this space.